Good morning, guys. As you can see, I am back in Edinburgh, back in my flat. Porto was amazing. It was so much fun. I had such a relaxing time. I had so many walks and Aperol spritz. I had lots of Aperol spritz, and yeah, it was such a good holiday. People in Porto are so friendly as well. We were talking to so many people. It was so nice. But yeah, back in Edinburgh, back to the grind, back to the old routines. It's been really good just to be back home. I always feel like once you're back on holiday, you have more energy, you have more motivation. So I've definitely been taking advantage of all this energy that I have. I went to gym yesterday and it was something that I've been putting off for such a long time. I kind of was doing Lagery classes before, but really when you get to your 40s, you need to do strength training, and I just personally don't like doing weights. I really don't like doing weights, but I forced myself to go yesterday. I had joined the gym for like last week, but yesterday was the first day that I went, and it was really, really good, even though I couldn't feel my legs near the end. It was very, very wobbly. I had to walk down the stairs, and there was a few times that I thought, oh, my legs are definitely going to cave in. But I am feeling a little bit achy today. My legs feel very achy today. And it's probably because I didn't do my stretches before I did my workout, which I am definitely going to remember next time. But yeah, I went to the gym yesterday. I cleaned out my bedroom. I put all my clothes away. I was like really on it. I always feel like when things are organized around you, you can just think more clearly. So yeah. And also, I wanted to share some good news. If you have been following me for a while, you kind of know my story. I quit my job in end of January, and I have kind of been on a journey, you can say, of trying to figure out what I want to do. And when I quit, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have another job lined up. I just wanted to get out of a situation that was just turning quite toxic, and it was really affecting my health. And since then, it's been good and bad. Good because I have spent a lot of time really thinking and reflecting on decisions that I have made, and why did I stay in a job that made me so miserable near the end. And yeah, I don't know, like a lot of life choices, and what stopped me pursuing things in the past. And yeah, I just had a lot of reflection this year. And also, I've been applying for jobs since April non-stop, and I have not even had an interview. And before I went on holiday, I got an email for an interview for a job that I really wanted, and it's with a charity which I really wanted to work for. And I had the interview when I was actually on holiday because they didn't have any other time slots. The interview went well, and I had a call a few days back saying that I got the job. And yeah, so I'm going to be a working lady again. And yeah, I was so happy and excited as well. If you have been following me, you know that my vlogs have kind of been up and down. Some days I'm very positive, and some days I feel like I want the world to swallow me up. And yeah, I just feel like my emotions have been everywhere this year. And finally, to get a job that I really wanted, it just feels so good. I'm really looking forward to the second half of this year. The first half, as I said, was like all over the place. I feel like the second half of this year is gonna be a solid year because I have so many kind of mini goals that I've set myself up with, and I want to achieve. And I want to go into this job with a completely different mindset, with a positive mindset, and start kind of building routines around it. I feel like in my old job, I just let everything get on top of me. I felt like I just stopped caring, and I would look for distractions. A lot of time that distraction would come from drinking or going out when I know that I have work the next day, and I would drink more because I would be like, okay, I just need to not think about work. And it wasn't really great for my self-esteem and not good for my mental health or health in general. I would panic and I would have anxiety all the time. I would not look after myself. I would like stop doing things that I enjoyed, like skincare and self-care, and doing fitness classes and going on walks that I wanted to do because I'd be maybe a little hungover and I would just feel lazy and not eating as healthy as I should be eating. And I felt like being miserable in my job kind of affected every other aspect of my life, which is why I want to kind of reclaim my life again and be in control, because I felt like I wasn't in control of my life before. I just don't ever want to feel like that again. So I have been really thinking about, I guess getting back to me, reclaiming all the things that I kind of lost in the previous few years, because it wasn't all miserable in my job. In the beginning, it was great, and I kind of halfway kind of start dipping down, and new management, new things were happening, and I just felt like there was a lot of expectation on me, and I just felt crap if I wasn't able to deliver. And really, I wasn't able to deliver it because the expectation was too much. I wasn't able to vocalize that. I just don't want to make those mistakes again. And so I've been really kind of thinking about reclaiming things that I enjoyed doing before I became this horrible, anxious mess. So the first thing I really want to focus on is fitness. I think it's incredibly important, especially for women in their 40s, to really focus on building muscle, being strong, and not just for what you look like, it's for everyday life. I certainly want to reach, if I do reach my 60s and 70s, that I am capable and able-bodied to enjoy my life. So fitness is something that I'm really focusing on. I was doing Lagery classes before I went on holiday. I really was enjoying those Lagery classes, but I need to build muscle, and I can only do that by strength training, and that is going to the gym. So I've joined the gym, I am started the gym, and that's something that I'm going to keep up. The second thing is, and it's attached to the fitness, is eating healthy. I would say I'm definitely enjoy eating healthy food, but I felt like last year, because I was so stressed out and I couldn't be bothered and I just didn't have the motivation to go and cook things or do things, I would order more takeaways, and that's something that I don't want to do. But I am going to try my best and limit my takeaways during the week, because it got to a point that I was kind of ordering a takeaway every week, and I just don't want to spend my money on takeaways. I want to focus on creating good meals at the house and just being a bit more creative in my meals as well. Thirdly, I want to focus on skincare. When I talk about skincare, I'm not talking about just products, because what I think I was doing before was spending money on expensive kind of serums and things like that, when I don't really need to spend a lot of money on serums. I do think that there are certain products that you should spend money on. That is for a vitamin A. Could be a retinol, tretinoin. I definitely feel like you should spend a little bit more money on that, and a good vitamin C serum. These are two things that I think in skincare you should spend money on, and you should definitely be using, and of course SPF, but everything else is not necessary that you need to spend money on. You do not need a 30-40 pound cleanser, which I'm very embarrassed to say that I have spent 30 quid on a cleanser. I don't need to spend 30 pound on a cleanser. I'm using ordinary cleanser, which is £10, and it does the job. I don't need to spend money on eye creams, because to be honest, they don't really do anything. They don't make a massive change or difference, apart from maybe there's some ingredients like caffeine. So if you have tired looking eyes, caffeine could help. But Inculus does a really good one for £10, or £11 I think now. And so I'm saying this out loud because I'm saying it to myself, that I do not need to spend ridiculous amounts of money on skincare making it think that's going to change how I look. It's not going to change how you look. Your face is your face, and that's that. But where I can actually spend money on, which I do think will make a difference, is things like lasers. I think that definitely will make a difference, and it will help your skin more than spending money on expensive serums that are limited. So that's another thing that I am gonna start thinking about later on in the year. And the last thing that I want to focus on is spending money. I tend to spend money the wrong way. I tend to spend money thinking that buying a skincare product is going to change my life. It's not going to change my life. Or buying this dress is going to change my life. It's not going to change my life. It's not going to change the way I look. The only things, if I'm not happy about the way I look, then going to the gym, that will help the way I look. If I'm not happy about my pigmentation, which is something that I don't really like, is my pigmentation on my cheeks, buying expensive serums is not really gonna get rid of like stubborn pigmentation. Lasers are a thing that will get rid of that. And talking to a dermatologist. So I feel like I spend money on things that I think is going to make a difference in my life when actually it doesn't make a difference in my life. And also it's the psychology of spending money. I feel when I buy things, I feel happy when I buy things. I feel like there's a little buzz when I'm actually buying something. But when I actually have the item, may it be clothes or whatever it is, I don't feel anything. I have bought clothes and was all excited about buying them and never worn them. And I feel like that's a very unhealthy way of spending money, especially when you don't have much money in the first place. So I'm rethinking the way I spend money. Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong of buying nice things for yourself, but I want to buy nice things and appreciate those nice things and not think that those things are meant to like help and enhance your life. They're not there to change your life. The only person that can change your life and only thing that can change your life is you. I'm figuring that out now, and it's taken 44 years to figure that out. But yeah, I'm very bad at falling for the hype, falling for the trend, falling for advertising of certain things. And I feel like, I need this thing. And actually I don't. So yeah, I think the second half of this year is definitely going to be focused on reclaiming my life and setting little goals that are achievable. And yeah, just focus on feeling happy from the inside and out, changing the way I think and approach certain things in my life. So yeah, I am really excited about the second half of this year. And you will definitely see a little bit of a shift in my vlogs. And also wanted to say thank you for everybody who has been watching this as well and has been on this journey with me. I definitely felt less lonely, and I have felt like I've had friends with me, and I definitely will be continuing to vlog. I honestly enjoy vlogging. I feel like I finally got a hobby that I can stick with, and I have been sticking with vlogging for a while. I think it's going to be 2 years in September. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be continuing with this. This definitely will not be changing, and I cannot wait to kind of share new work routines with you guys. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the second half of this year. But now I am gonna get ready, finish my coffee. And by the way, French press coffee is so good. It's like coffee on steroids, because I'm so used to drinking instant coffee that this coffee feels super strong and I feel so much more awake. But yeah, I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee and get changed, because I'm still wearing my PJs and I think I'm a bit too achy to go to the gym today. So I make myself something to eat, and I definitely need to put away some of my washing that I had from yesterday. And I think I am going to move my set of drawers in my spare bedroom back into my bedroom, because I have so much like stuff that is just on the floor, kind of like my makeup bag, my skincare stuff. I just have nowhere to put it. So I think I'm going to get my chest of drawers back. I can put my skincare somewhere. And yeah, I'm going to try to kind of clear that area out. I finally got my chest of drawers from the spare bedroom into my bedroom, and I've just put some of my stuff on top, but it's still looking a wee bit messy, but still better than being on the floor. I'll just show you. So right now I've got some of my skincare that I use every day here. All my makeup is in the makeup bag, and I've just got a hair serum and a perfume there. I think I need a makeup organizer or some sort of desktop organizer for all my products, because I feel like with my makeup, it kind of just gets lost in my bag. I have a few different skin tints and mascaras and concealers. Sometimes it's a bit frustrating if I have to dig around my makeup bag to find things, and then it just becomes messy because I'll leave half of it out and I don't put everything back. So if I have like a desktop organizer which has drawers, and I know that that drawer has all my skin tints and this one has my mascaras and things like that, it just feels a lot more organized. And also I'm aware of what makeup products I have, because there's been lots of times that I forget that I actually have like that concealer or that foundation and things like that, because it's the bottom of my makeup bag. I've bought like so many things like my eyebrow pencils and things like that because I thought it's run out or I lost it, but actually it was right in the bottom of my makeup bag. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to invest in a good makeup organizer. So I'm gonna have a look at Amazon. I actually want to have a look at Amazon now and make an order, because I just feel like I just want to get it done. And also, we are going to watch Odyssey tonight. I have finally gonna watch the movie I've been wanting to watch for a while. Actually, I wanted to watch it before we went on holiday, but we were just so busy with a lot of other things that we just never had the opportunity. So we are gonna watch the Odyssey finally. Sean should be back in half an hour. I'm gonna make dinner. Actually, I'm just reheating dinner from last night. We had leftover. We had bolognese last night. So we're just gonna have it with chips tonight instead, just to change it up a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna watch the movie later on.
I was born in Liverpool, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
You got a wee ice cream.